Good morning, everybody. This is St. Charts. It's Monday, the 3rd of February 2025. I'm going to start with the NASDAQ mini futures because obviously we've got all this thing with Trump going on around the world with his tariffs, blah, blah, blah. So as you can see here, we've got a bit of a gap down this morning. So, it's down a little bit. But for me, I think that, we could see a little bit more of a push down, but I think overall, in fact, that's my prior estimate of what was going to happen. But I think we've got here sort of a wave one, that's a 2, that's our 3, that's our 4, and I wouldn't be surprised if we sort of make another wave higher and hit the sort of top of that box there at 23,256 to 21,846. So NASDAQ, I think there's still more upside. So, I think there's a bit of a storm in a teacup. But there we go, see how that one plays out. Next one I'm going to do is silver, and this one here is... I've got a couple of options here. This blue box up here at sort of 36.06 to 41.09 I've had for a long while, as those who followed me. I sort of had this blue box back here in July where we sort of nearly tagged it but didn't quite. So for me, I think that's still an incomplete sequence. I think we're going to see another push higher. But so this is my... I think that, if we drop below 28.76, we're going to see a reversal from this red box down here at 28.03 to 27.04, and hopefully a push up to this blue box. Or alternatively, we could sort of see a break from here. We could continue the run and hopefully go into this 36 up to 41 area. So that is silver, still looking bullish in my opinion. Next one I'm going to do is the AXX, so the FTSE AIM All Share Index, and for me, it's in a blue box reversal zone here. It's not a brilliant box, but it is in that. And for me, hopefully we can see a bit more, volume coming into the small cap market. And for me, hopefully we could see trading up to sort of 857 to 896. And as you see, if you go look back, I mean, goodness me, it's been an absolute horrendous coming back down, hasn't it? Since that COVID period there, sort of March 2020, we sort of hit the top there in 1319 back in September 21, and we've been in an awful decline ever since. But for me, I think that small caps, they've got to come back into fashion, haven't they? And hopefully this blue box reversal zone down here is going to be the catalyst for some more money to flow in. The other good thing is that even with Cornish Metals, we started to see that the HM Treasury investing in small caps, which is going to be good news, isn't it? So hopefully a bit more money sloshing around, we should see a bit more of a rise. Next one I'm going to do is the FTSE. And this one for me, I've had that blue box for a long while at 8553 to 8916, I've got a much bigger target long term, sort of 9,346 up to 10,561. But we're going to ignore that one for now. We're going to concentrate on this smaller area here. And for me, I think that I had this blue box here at 8615 to 8663, which it's sort of been in there, tagged above it, and we've got a big red candle today. But I think there's still more upside in that one, to be honest. I'm hopeful that this is sort of a wave one, that's a 2, and this is probably the 3, get another bit of a correction and hopefully go up and probably tag the top of that box at 89.16. So I think the tune coming from Trump is quite positive. He says that there's a deal to be done. He's a businessman, and hopefully that's going to be good for the FTSE. There we go. DAX is my next one, and this one here, those who followed me will know that I called that back here at sort of 17,000. I said that we should get a reversal to 17.7 to 17.46. It dropped slightly out, but ever since then we've been on an absolutely brilliant bull run. And I had always this target here at 19,931 to 23,094, which is in. And I've got another blue box within the blue box at 21,323 to 22,484. And for me, I think that we're at tops or very close. I think we could probably see a bit more of a push down here and probably a final run up before we make a bigger corrective move. And to be honest, the tone from Trump isn't looking good for Europe, is it? So I'm expecting more downside, but we may see some more upside before we see a bigger corrective move in the DAX. There we go. Next one I'm going to do is crude light. For me, this one is where we gave that blue box reversal zone at 69.91 to 65.93, and indeed we did get a big jump up. For me, I had the blue box here for reversal at 79.55 to 83.13, which it went inside and it's made a corrective move. Now, for me, it's not a great corrective move, so not one that I would be taking a long or a short on at the moment, waiting for a better corrective play to play out. But for me, if we drop below 65.30, that's going to give us $60.25 down to $52.79. Or alternatively, if we sort of break $81, I think we could be trading up to sort of $90 plus. So I've got a red box there at $92.72 to $100. But for me, Trump's going to want a cheaper oil price rather than a more expensive oil price, so I think we're going to be heading down. Not saying it's for sure it's going to break 65. It'd be nice if it does, because it's going to be cheaper to fill up my car with fuel. But see how that one plays out over the short term. But I think Trump's going to try and get that down, and he's going to do a lot of drilling to help that happen. So we'll wait and see what happens there. So the next one I'm going to do is Avacta. And this one we covered off recently, and I said that I've got a blue box reversal zone there at 45.80 to 42.90. I didn't think it was going to hit it, but it has. So for me, that looks like a good risk reward. For me, I don't want to see it drop below 42.25. So if it can hold in that box there and make a push up, so hopefully that's sort of our wave 1 here, wave 2, and we can get a wave 3 into this red box here at 72.2 to 80.4, and as I say, and it can smash that prior high there at 86.4. Should hopefully give us, I see it attacking a pound, so and probably higher. I've got the red box there from a long while back at 119.6 to 141.4, but it seems a long way off at the moment, doesn't it? But see how that one plays out. But as I say, drops, stop loss there, 42.15 or 42p would be the way I'd play it. 40, right, just slightly below 42, and see whether that can, rise up to that red box there, 72.2 to 80.4. So you see how that one plays out. SDY is my next one, just because it made me laugh this morning. Speedy high making a speedy decline, and for me, I got a blue box reversal zone there at 22.35 down to 10.82, and I had another sort of sequence at 18.38 down to 14.7. It's tagged right at the top of that box, and for me, that could be a good play back to fill that gap at 26.15. I don't know anything about the business, so worth reading news that's come out, but that's sort of a long-term corrective play. So hopefully that's going to see some good news coming out of them soon to change the direction of that share price. That's for me for Monday. Have a great day's trade, everybody.